training, some what do you call it? Endurance training type of thing, for you to adapt when you have different scenarios, that kind of thing, right? So basically about getting young Nigerians, to be aware, to be responsible, how to respond to certain challenges, right? But I've been to about, let's say, 10 universities in this country, and a good number of them have had the man o' war present for occasions, whether it is the personal ceremonies, the graduation ceremonies, whether it is the matriculation ceremonies or some other functions, they're usually around. And sometimes, when important dignitaries come through a city, they're also drafted in to help maintain traffic and, that kind of thing, just like a physical presence, right? Good. But around universities, there seems to be a different tone with them. I want to find out from you what that tone is. Now, the second question is, what role should they play? Right? What role should they play on the campuses of Nigerian schools? What exactly should their role be? What exactly would you want to see them do? Over the years, some people have gotten to the notion that, okay, they are meant to provide security. I don't know if that's exactly accurate, or if that's exactly what they should be focused on. But the point is, the uniform gives some sort of prestige. In fact, some people even describe it as a club. And come join, it's like a club. Join. Okay, no problem. All of this is off the back, right, of the report that came through last week, where a student of the River State University, was reportedly assaulted. In fact, there are pictures and videos, some of you have seen them online. Now, somebody, and that person is Pepple Ani, is calling for the disbandment of man o' war following the attack on Victor Tobin. Now, Mr. Banye said that after the student was assaulted by man o' war officials in the school premises. Now, he spoke to our correspondent. Let's get to listen to his statements.
Let me categorically state it that the student union government absolutely condemns the actions of the man o' war, one of our students, as we are just concluding a management in which the essay on student affairs was present. I expressed my displeasure with the actions of man o' war, and I called for management to take very drastic actions against the man o' war, which the essay on student affairs, Soy Maxwell, also supported my view and even encouraged management to disband the man o' war.
All right, and later on, the person was said to have received medical treatment.
One man has a coverage through.
Sorry, about the person was meant to have received treatment, and then later on, we got the report that those individuals who were pointed as being defaulters, those who beat up this person, had been suspended. I don't know if you remember that story. It was about 2 days ago. It was in the news, right? Good. But now let me take you to the mission and the vision of man o' war. Our vision, and this is on their website, by the way. Our vision is to create a nation where people and communities live together in peace, harmony, and mutual respect through sustainable, and this is the most important part, community development, so as to accelerate the social, political, and economic well-being of the nation in line with the citizenship and leadership training center's resolve. That is the vision of man o' war. Right? You got that? Good. Now, let us have a conversation, shall we?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Well, Zion joins us this Saturday morning. Greetings to you, Zion. Any meat for the boys?
Well, personally, in my house, there is no meat asking for salad, but no meat for you not to eat too.
Well,
I have extended relations who are Muslims, and definitely will be going there. Some went down.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. Well done. Well done. You're doing well.
What else will a man do? Eat, drink, and celebrate. Jude, there are core mandates why the man o' war was established. And as a body established by the act of the parliament, even though it's been abandoned today, they have a core responsibility. And because we avoided them or relegated them to the background, look at the poor society we are raising. Manowo is in charge to teach your children leadership. Manowo is responsible to give community policing. Any country that has this structure of Manowo, go and check them. You hardly see crime rate in the community because these are people already on ground. Manowo is to give security. So if you misbehave, then we will bulala you. Let's tell ourselves the gospel truth.
Is it their job to quote unquote bulala somebody?
Sir, Manowo was given once the police is away. Manowo is like a reserve paramilitary to stay back, heal the injured, take care of the people, give them moral knowledge, dress like this. I wish there is Manowo in the society. All these boys playing dreadlock, wearing earrings, not trying.
What's wrong with dreadlock and earrings? Those are expressions. What's wrong with wearing dreadlock?
It's not the expression of the African man. If we trace that child to his ancestors, they dress like that. We should leave this expression, the expression of my body, expression of my gift, is causing us more harm.
Okay, all right. So
Manowo should be re-established, revamped to take care of these abnormalities. What you call expression of your body, expression of yourself. No, Manowo is enacted by the act over 60 years, about 30, 40 years ago. Yes, if my memories may serve me right, in the 70s or 60 or 70s, that was when Manowo was established. So we should accord them that respect. And I want to use this medium to call on Governor Singh Fubara. It's high time you call on the Manowo organization in River State, give them office, reform them to take care of the River State.
They have an office, Zion. They have a headquarters. It's at Choba. Alu. Muriel is not in Africa. Good morning to you, Muriel.
Thank you, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning. I wish you the same.
Look, Jude, I don't think we should throw away the baby with bathwater.
Fair enough.
Now, no one would say the Manowo has not done anything good in the campuses. Yeah, just like our security forces, just like police, they have one or two bad eggs. Some of them are very temperamental and overbearing, but that doesn't mean we should ban the Manowo in the campuses. That's totally wrong. The Manowo, trust me, Jude, the Manowo, they are working. There are things they are doing in those campuses. They are really security. They are working, honestly. Of the truth, I've experienced one or two words. I would say there should be a reform, Those that perpetrated this crime, that carried out this particular act, should be disciplined according to their law.
Well, they have been disciplined. They have been, I think they have been suspended from school.
They have what?
They have been disciplined. I believe they've been suspended from school.
Yeah, they should. They should discipline them if the rate of their crime is too much. If it means expulsion and terminating their service, then they should. But I think they should not disband. The SUG people that are calling for their disbandment, how perfect is the SUG? Trust me. We just like a case of Kettle calling black. The SUG, the Manowo, please, should remain in the campuses. There should be a reform. Those are the calling for security of services. Have we disbanded the police? Have we called for the end or the total end of the police? Even with all they are doing in our very eyes. Not just this one article. We just say let's disband them. Let's do no. We shouldn't.
Okay, Ibiso is on Ordinary Road. Ibiso, good morning to you. Welcome, please.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
And Barika is to our Muslim brothers.
Baraka Salah.
My advice today is you don't have money, just pay MTN right and eat.
Okay, all right.
Okay, let me go to the man of war discussion. To me, I always agree with Mr. Zion, but today I will disagree with him. Man of war that they are talking of, call them and ask them what's their function. Those that are in the man of war, you know their function. My problem there is any team man of war. Now look at the way they treat that young man in the campus. The law that guide them allow them to treat somebody like that. For me, they don't know before you even go into such things, like before you employ you in Nigeriainfo, they will give you some orientation how Nigeriainfo operates.
Yeah, but I'm sure they did receive orientation. Last year we did have one of the commanders here in the studio, talking to us about how important it is to get more people to join the manual and also have the community support there, because they're all about leadership training, life skills.
Let me allow you to land.
No, go. Okay.
You there?
Hello.
You there? Any as manual is.
Okay. Wait. So just hold on. Let's go on this break, please. Info PH at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH at Nigeria Info PH. The WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. As always, turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, do not make mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversations civil.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo.
On the line, let's get to say hello to Stanley. Stanley speaking to us from Ada George. Stanley, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, Stanley. Welcome.
Happy holidays.
Well, we should the same.
Jude, probably you grew up here in Nigeria.
Oh yes, I did.
Okay. Do you know what they call state policing?
State policing.
Yes, state policing.
Well, I know of community or community policing, but state policing is still one of those topics that's still being discussed right now.
All right, with that from community policing to state policing. There's what we call crisis management. So now, to handle crisis from the community and to the street, we have what they call Boy Scout. You've seen Boy Scout before, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember at times you see some Boy Scout like officers coming to different schools?
Mm.
Do you know what they're doing? They are coming to scout the environment. Which school is quiet? Any rough boy or girl should be disciplined. So your school will invite Boy Scouts, things like that.
Okay.
To happen to strengthen you, keep you down like a bit.
Mm.
So to strengthen the Boy Scouts and to strengthen the policing and the order, you now bring in manpower in higher institutions where the Boy Scouts cannot go, which is for secondary school or probably and all that, or primary schools. So everything has its own conduct. The manpower present is to calm the students down from, everything you can call crime. And if a student is part of the manpower and you decide to maltreat or handle beyond the ethics of your circle, which is manpower, I think if you're a student, it's probably you're taking 1 year off from your academic study. You have to repeat, and I think the manpower also has a way of punishing such person. Right, and that 1 way, 1 year, then you're not in school. You go for your punishment in the hands of your manpower. When you're done, sanitize upstairs, you can now come back to school to be a good student and also a better manpower service person. So we're all losing it, not knowing the value of these persons. It's very important to know the value of the manpower in schools, is to calm the environment down, even in the street, before the police comes in. It's empty with the Boy Scout. You don't find them again. So you see courtesans in primary school, you see courtesans in secondary school, you see everywhere. So these things are vanishing. The policing is not just only the police. You use the Boy Scout, you use the manpower, all this information goes back to the police and it goes back to the headquarters. So the straight is there. So when you belittle this one, so the job is too much for the police. That's just
you may have a point there, Stanley from Ada George. Thank you very much. That's an interesting description. This is what he feels. This is the role that they should play in and around communities, and in this case the academic community that is the university. Thank you very much, Stanley. It was a pleasure to have you join us in this conversation. Now WhatsApp 009-030-6416, That's where you find us on Facebook. Sorry, on WhatsApp. I beg your pardon. I'll get to Facebook very shortly. All right. So please just hang on. And those of you who are following us live on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH at Nigeriainfo PH. I haven't forgotten. I will get in there very shortly. All right. Now, good morning, Jude. Destiny here says this current manual administration in RSU is living on the past glory of their predecessors. But these ones now are just power hungry and to feel among not really doing anything. This one here says, Jude, good morning. I totally would like manual to be what it used to be before. There used to be deterrence of crime and also make sure that people did what they were meant to do in and around universities. It was not unusual to have manual people stop boys from either throwing or damaging school property. But these days, they use manual boys to settle boyfriend and girlfriend. Yay. Really? They use manual to settle boyfriend and girlfriend issues. Really? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Once again, these are the perceptions. Facebook. Now let me read this comment. Ibuchim says, to me, the introduction of manual in Nigerian University is not a mentally healthy one to the students of the campus. These manual on campus are students whose parents send them to acquire academic skills, not forced skills. Most of them, in the course of discharging their duties, create everlasting enemies to themselves. Please, government should abolish manual in Nigerian universities. All right. Okay. More takes on these on this conversation. Benson is on the line. Let's get to say hello to Benson. Benson is speaking to us from GURK Road this morning. Good morning, Benson. Hello.
Morning.
Good morning, Benson. Go on, please.
Yeah, I think what these manual guys did to that gentleman in school is very embarrassing, very demeaning. And if that young man is well read and aware of the law, I think he should do the right thing by seeking the law, irrespective of what the school says. Because you see, majority of those manual people, which they are students, their arrogance is above the roof. Very arrogant. Okay, now what is now the function of the manual? What is your function? If you can oppress your fellow students, well, it is not far from the truth. People always say that 90% of students who are manual members, they are copies. And that statement is subject to verification.
Yes, it is subject to verification.
90% of people who are manual students, they are copies.
So it's very strong allegation.
I see no reason why manual will still be existing. And even if it is existing, what are your functions? And even if it's your function, that young man that they assaulted, I think those manuals should be arrested. They should be brought to book. And if it is looked upon like an intimidation, they should be expelled from the university. They are very useless.
Benson's very angry this morning. So, function. He asks, what are the function? Now, the organization that's manual now focuses on training of responsible leadership, safety, and rescue, good citizenship, social and security services, and community development. Now, it also serves as a reserve force for security agencies and is involved in community policing and security observations. Remember, that's what we talked about earlier on. Ibiso is back on Odili Road. Ibiso, good morning to you. Do you agree with Benson?
Yes, Jude.
Yes. Good morning.
Yes, when I was trying to explain myself,
apologies. Yeah, apologies.
Now, in those days, the early 80s, manual are doing what they're supposed to do. But now, they are using that uniform to intimidate their fellow students. When Mr. Zion talks about dreadlock, the police on the street, I don't know doing dreadlock. Ask me, you yourself, sometimes you're seeing that you're putting on dreadlock, putting on your ring. I'm not in support of that. They are doing it.
But okay. Go on.
Some of these manual people, check them. Some of them have tattoo on their body. So when we are talking of decency, are they pulling that line? Now that young man, they intimidate like that. What if that guy pass on? What are they going to say? What is that the guy passed by the front of their office? So okay, if they are saying that nobody should pass front of police station now, to walk past front of police station or front of army barrack or front of the DC office. So imagine how a same students are putting law for the same fellow students. You see, that's why if you give people little position, they want to be the mini gods. Now in the campus, they will use it to oppress their fellow students, and any girl that look they like, they will take her and oppress.
I'm sorry, Ibiso. Do you know Ibiso? Ibiso, do you know this for a fact? Because I read a message and somebody said they use man and war now to solve boyfriend and girlfriend issues. Do you know this for a fact?
Jude, I'm telling you that these people, that's why I said they don't know their left and right, because no good orientation. You know, let me just even go to the street. Go to bank, the security people that are operating there. Go to some ATM, they will not show you money there because they want to take money from people that will give them money to go and take money. Everybody want to use position to oppress each other. You are a student, I'm a student. Yes, you say they want to be a man of war, me I don't want to be a man of war. Is there any crime in it for you to oppress a fellow student? They are doing different things. Some of them even go and settle hostel matter. If two girls quarrel. They are going out of their lives, youth. Let the National Orientation Agency, even National Orientation, they are still existing. Because some of these things, they have to orientate people. Before you go into such this thing, orientate them. This is our rules. This is our guideline. Now, that young man, if, for example, that young man died, they will say an temptation, saying past there, just imagine the excuse they are giving. So, me, that 1 year academic, that one,
the suspension.
To me, I would put to the academic session for them to know that that is their fellow students. Tomorrow we say that police is intimidating, army is intimidating. But just imagine what they are doing in the campus. Very soon, we should bring goats for them to kill and yam to show anybody that passes there. So push such law for themselves there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Wiso, thank you very much. All right. Now, before I forget, talking about bodies, there is a corpse on the median along East West Road, Rumosi. In fact, just a few feet from where we are located. In fact, I saw that this morning on my walk down here. I didn't take note of it yesterday, but it's there, and it's obviously been there for at least 24, if not 48 hours, because I could tell as I was walking by that the body has started to become bloated. All right, so please, would like to let the Ministry of Environment know, Ruwama, even the Nigerian police. There's a police station, down the road, talking about Choba Police Division. I don't know if they are aware of it. So, gentlemen of the police, please, there is a corpse along the median. All right, once you pass the bridge, the ring road bridge that has been constructed, as you're coming down to our premises, going to Obirikwere, it's unmistakable. The body is there. It looks like the person just slept there, and then from there, I don't know, but the police should be aware, and obviously the Ministry of Environment, Social Welfare. Also, we're calling them. We know they're on holidays now. We know today's a public holiday, but these are meant to be essential services. So please, the good people around this area, are not particularly pleased. That's an eyesore. It's not a pleasant thing to see. I think it's offensive to our sensitivities, that we get to have these things repeatedly happen in Nigeria. It doesn't make sense, particularly in this state. People call it, there's a corpse there, has been there for 3 days. No, we shouldn't have to be doing this. The person may not be known by most people, but is first and foremost still a human being. Please, once again, the police, the Ministry of Environment, Rwama, the Social Welfare Services would like to let you know that there's a corpse Obviously, Nigerians have had too many experiences, so nobody wants to go near there. And obviously, I think the doctors also should come through, so that they handle that properly. Please, and please. Now, back to the phone lines now, shall we? 017923 0002, 0817 0003, 0817 0002, 0817 0003. All right. At Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo, PH. All right, is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo, PH. All right. So, what exactly should the role of man-o-war be on the campuses of universities? That's what I want to find out from you. And also, what is your perception of their presence when you see them? What is the view you have of them? Okay. All right. What exactly is the eye you look at them? Let me use that. Okay. Public awareness and education. Oh, okay, all right. This is not for us. Now, this one says, Jude, why are you asking man-o-war officials settle boyfriend and girlfriend matter? Did you graduate from a different uniport from the ones we graduated from? Didn't you hear stories? Well, I remember hearing of people trying to get their police boyfriends and their soldier cousins. But man-o-war, well, maybe those people who had those boyfriend issues, maybe they were not my friends. maybe they were not my friends. Yeah, so yeah, never got to see them. Never got to see them, unfortunately. All right. We have a caller. But let me say this. Let's not forget that in this particular instance, the school authority has responded. It's effected a measure of punishment. Now, should further punishment be met on those individuals? Well, I guess maybe the letter of the law will be sought out. Ken is in Ubumini. Ken, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Jude, I think this man-o-war people should have kept in the NYC camp, because I believe that they undergo the same orientation. Because for me, if you ask me, it's unfair to keep such people in a campus of learning and not where to train people for discipline and other social activities. Educational campus is meant specifically for learning and not for disciplinary action against or within or concerns the society. I think NYC camp should have been the best place to keep them. Thank you very much.
All right.
Calling from moving.
Thank you very much, Easy Ken. All right. Let's move on. This one here says, I just feel that this man-o-war personnel in universities, they shouldn't be students. They shouldn't be students. I think I can understand where this person is coming from, because, the case in review right now, having students who are also members of the man-o-war group now carrying out some form of action, in this case assault, doesn't bode well. If they were graduates, for example, if they had gone through like a training process, yada. But once again, apart from the fact that they are backup, paramilitary and whatever, the first thing is training, response to emergencies, and support for communities. That's why they are there. Austin says, I don't understand how man-o-war developed into this rabble-rousing. I attended man-o-war training at Topo Island in Lagos. It was for training in discipline. What has brought us to this? Austin is asking. Austin, your guess is as good as mine. Ola is in LMA. Ola, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Having paramilitary section in campus is not a bad idea. but their rule of engagement should be spelled out for students. Now, a student can choose to be part of the paramilitary if they wish. When I was in Federal College of Fisheries and Marine Technology in Lagos, I belonged to the Nigerian Merchant Navy. And we are trained by the Navy themselves. So we have our rules of engagement. We are students, and there are people that are not students have graduated also, but we still belong. But then we also help to keep discipline on campus, like fighting, all those stuff and all those things like that. We help to control all those things. But then we need to spell out the rule of their engagement so that they don't pass their bounds. And if any of them go against it to do something that is contrary to any indiscipline act, or like for example, you go and attack a student and you bring that in fight and they investigate. If he's found guilty, he faces disciplinary action by the law of the land, not just by one arrangement. So there's nothing wrong with them, but everybody should know the rules of engagement of why these people are on campus. Now you see a military man or military team on the street now, or the community. There's a rule of engagement that people should know. If they say don't move around by 7 o'clock or move with one hand up, you do so. So you don't say somebody's attacking you unnecessarily. That's what I think.
All right. Alabera is in Rupoku. Ola, thank you very much. Good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, the topic on that, for me, I would advise school, just like what they did in Uniport. If you remember, I don't know if you went to Uniport, because I know in 2010, sometime 2010, when final year then, Manowar killed a friend of mine, for the fact that he went to ask why they seized a student's phone, which was his roommate, and then they descended on him and killed him. And that was how Uniport today, they don't have Manowar any longer. So, like one of the callers said something. If you have a girlfriend, for instance, in school, the way back, I don't know of UST, Uniport then, and a Manowar guy, maybe one of those officers liked your girlfriend, forget it, they will oppress you. And sometimes they will tag you a cultist when you are not, just to...
So abuse of the stations that they had.
You say what?
So they were basically abusing the stations that they had.
Yes. I said they killed a friend of mine in school. And that was the reason why today they don't have Manowar again in Uniport. I don't know if you can investigate it. And because that thing created a lot of problems and people fought, and at the end of the day, they disbanded Manowar in Uniport because of that guy. The same thing they do, when they see a girl that they like and they find out that you are not a cultist one, and then they like the girl, they will intimidate you. And if you try to resist, the girl, they will tag you as a cultist. I report it to the school authority that you're a cultist. Meanwhile, you're not. So for me, I will advise, if you instead of giving those guys 1 year of whatever they give to them, just to disband the association for now.
Okay.
Because the idea of Manowar has been defeated. Let's be honest with ourselves. If you go to UST to go to each of the blocks, the same thing happens there.
All right. Thank you very much. Prince is now Buloma. Prince, we're about to go on a commercial. Can you just make a statement very quickly? Oh dear. Okay. Good morning once again. Personally, I believe that the Manowar personnel shouldn't be students because it sometimes distracts them from their academics. Okay. All right. So it's good that we've gotten your perception of the presence of Manowar. Whether they like to hear this or not, well, that's where we have feedback systems. We should be able to get one of the heads to come talk to us in the coming days or in the coming weeks. But once again, please, to the authorities, there's a corpse along the East-West Road, Rumosi, the median. Please, it needs to be removed. Thank you.